Good day, my friend. On this video I will show you how we're gonna repair the front lower suspension arm. You are on the Mercedes W126 channel. I'm Hervé and I will show it to you. For our repair we will need these parts. So obviously if you repair one side, you will have to repair the other side as well. So this is for one side, this for the other. I don't know the name of the parts, but for me these are silent block. So anyway, what I will do, I will place the one here and I will give you the reference number, so like that you know which one to buy. Then the other one, the other silent block, which is different, and the part number as well. And to finish we will need this part. Well, this is nice, it comes with a kit because this usually break into the car. It's very, very common, so it's nice that it gives us spares. And this, I think it's called the tie rod. I'm not too sure if it's written here. It's support joint, they said. No, I don't know. So anyway, this is absolutely stiff. It's good because the one we're gonna remove from the car, highly likely it will go all over the place. Okay, so once you've got all this, then we are ready to start the job. In order to do our job, we will need to remove the wheel, and then what we'll have to remove will be that entire part here. Okay, so we see we've got a silent block here, that's toast, the tie rod that's inside, and the other silent block that's here. Now, before to start anything, let's soak these parts heavily, because they are known to break over time, and if they break, it's gonna be a big problem. So before anything, soak it nicely. We're gonna now use a compressor like this, and we're gonna remove the spring. So we attach it on each side, we compress this, and we take it off. Now that we have removed the spring, we're gonna remove the cup where it sits. So you will see there are 3 bolts of 13. We take them off and we should be able to remove this. The base is removed. Now we're gonna loosen this. It's number 19. So on the top part you will hold it and you will loosen it by under. Once it's removed, we will have the rod free. I've removed it and I should have bought this because it's gone on the rubber, but it doesn't matter, I will change it afterwards. Now that we have everything lubricated, we're gonna remove that bar that's here. So we can see we've got 3 bolts of 17. So I will use something like that. I will take it off, and you take it off on the other side as well. We are now reaching the critical point of removing this part. So I suggest that you place a bit more penetrating oil, because here is a critical point. Do not use an impact wrench, because highly likely that will break, and then after you will have extra problems. So we'll loosen it by under, here and there. In case it's a bit hard, what you do, you tighten, then you loosen, you tighten, you loosen, so like that it should free up here. Okay? As I say, it may break, even if you don't use an impact wrench, it may break. So anyway, let's take this off and we should be able to take the part out. I have the part with me. It came out very nicely. I'm very pleased because sometimes it breaks. So you remember that part I was telling you about, when it's very hard? Look at this one, absolutely toast. And these as well, the silent block, they're quite soft as well, so it's not good. So I think I'm gonna remove first the tie rod, and then after this. To remove the tie rod, we'll have to open that cap. So here we've got Allen, so it's a number 8. So there are 2 that we can remove just like that, and 2 others that we'll need to hold with a number 17. Okay? and then we should be able to remove this cap, and then this will force it out. I will now remove that rod, okay, because once we're gonna remove that part and place the new one, we need to know more or less up to where it goes. So you measure whatever you want, as long as you got your marks more or less clear. So like that, when you place it back, it will be more or less okay. Your wheels won't be like that. Anyway, once that job is done, you will have to bring your car to be aligned. That's pretty sure, okay? So what I'll do, I'll take this off. With a spanner of 19, I will hold this and I will unscrew this, okay? And then this part, I will remove it with a press. Now to remove this part, I assume that if you knock it, it should come off. Me personally, I would use that press. It's a press that I bought at Amazon for about 120 euro, and I will do a trick. That will take it off from. I'll use this, and it should come off. Okay. Then to mount it back, I will do exactly the same thing, but in reverse. Okay. As you have seen, that little press has removed the part very easily without any problem. So I think for the price, it's quite a good buy. So like that, you don't have to have a headache removing this and place it back again. So you see, that's the old part. You remember when I told you? I'm pretty sure we'll find it that way compared to the new one. It's day and night. So obviously we'll have to clean a bit on the inside because there's a bit of quite a bit of rust. Okay, so we'll clean it before to mount it. Okay, and also this is the reason why sometimes you drive your car, for instance, on a track or something like that, something that's not smooth, and you will hear clank, 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 clank in front of your car. That's the culprit. Okay, so now let's remove the other silent block. To remove the silent block, if you don't have that press, there's also that kind of tool that's been sold that you can use to remove them and refit them. But bear in mind that with this, you will take a bit more time. Everything is now removed. That's perfect. Okay, so now at this stage, obviously some people, what they want to do is maybe sand all this and repaint it, but personally it's aluminum, this won't go anywhere. There's no need really. What's important though is to clean on the inside. We can see here it's rather clean. Okay, this one will need a little bit of cleaning, and this one definitely it's absolutely bad. So I will take some sandpaper, clean it very nicely, and then we'll be ready to mount again. That part is now clean. I'm happy with that. So now I'm gonna fit this, but before to fit it, obviously I will place some grease around, because a little bit of lubrication never hurts. Okay, the part is now fitted. That's perfect. Make sure it's fully flushed. Here it should be perfect. Okay, and now we'll deal with the cap that goes on top. This we'll have to change it. So with a flat screwdriver, you just pry it. You see it's held by some kind of clip like this. So we pry it. We'll clean this very nicely too, and then we'll place the new one on it, and then we'll be able to close it off. I've removed it, and as you can see, there's quite a bit of rust inside. So I think what I will do, it will take me a bit longer, but I will remove all this, and then I will place antioxidant paint. So like that it will last a bit longer, because the last thing I want is to have a hole in this part. That's it, it's cleaned. Then I've placed 2 layers of paint antioxidante, and now we'll place black paint so like that it doesn't look too odd. Okay, and tomorrow I'll be ready to fit. I've got it painted, beautiful. Now I can place back that plastic part, and then we fit it on this. To place this at the back, you will see that the small bolts, you won't be able to place them. So place the long one first. You put a bit of pressure, you'll be able to place the nut, and that'll be done. You tighten, and then you'll be able to place the two small ones. Okay, once it's done, we'll be able to place the silent block. Time to mount this silent block now, so make sure you don't get confused with the silent block. Okay, you see this one mounted very loose, so obviously it's not for this one, it's for this one. Okay, and the other one here. Other thing as well, make sure you fit them in the correct position, that way and not that way. Here, remember, on the 3 points, that's where the bar goes. So this goes under, so they get fitted by under, that way. Okay. If you got a little bit of grease that's friendly with rubber, you can place it, and then we put it in place. We are now ready to fit the last one, but be careful with this one because there's a way to put it. Look at it carefully, you will see that on each side there's a flat surface, okay? And on the part itself, here something with a flat surface here and one there. So it goes that way, make sure it's placed properly. So something, we press it and we'll be ready to mount. I've got my part like new, I'm very pleased. So now we'll place back the tie rod, okay, and we'll place it where it was before. But as we know, that will never be exact. So personally for me, what I will do once it's all mounted, I will take the car to a workshop and they will align the wheel for me. That will cost me much less than to have to change 2 tires, okay? But anyone see fits, okay? And now to basically mount, it's basically exactly the same. We'll fit it back on the car exactly the same way we removed it. So that's it, nice and simple. So I hope that you have liked the video. I hope this has been useful to you. Subscribe, please. Watch the other video I've got, and we'll see each other in the next one. Take care.